Hello and welcome to cinemART. Today we'll be discussing Tony Stark's acceptance of death shown in the beginning of Iron Man 2. To talk about this scene, we first have to go kind of into the plot of Iron Man 2, and then we have to talk about modernism and abstract expressionism, which is arguably one of the most debated topics in art history. But we're not going to be talking too big of it because we're going to keep it short, we're going to keep it educational, and we're not going to make it into the rant that I kind of want it to be. So first let's discuss Tony Stark in Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 is arguably the worst of the trilogy, but I like Tony best when he's suffering, so the first part of the entire movie is pretty much my favorite thing ever. So basically, spoiler alert, Tony's chest hardware is poisoning him, so he needs a new element to power his arc reactor or he'll die. So, to the satisfaction of my Schadenfreude, Tony is dying, but he also has daddy issues on top of it. The daddy issues don't really make a huge impact on my analysis, but it is slightly important. Okay, on to the clip.
Sniffles, I don't want to get sick.
Did you just donate our entire modern art collection to the
Boy Scouts
of America?
Yes, it is a worthwhile organization. I didn't physically check the crates, but basically, yes. And it's not our collection, it's my collection, CERN. I don't know why you're...
Expo is your ego going crazy.
Wow, look at that. That's modern art. That's going up.
Oh, you got
I'm
to
gonna
be
put
kidding.
this up right now.
Stark is in complete disarray. Do you understand
no,
that?
our stocks have never been higher.
Yes,
you
from a
are
managerial standpoint.
Well, if it's messy,
Let me
then
give
let's
you an
double back.
example.
Let's move on to another
Oh, no.
subject.
You are not taking down the Barnett, Newman, and
I'm
hanging
not
that up.
taking it down. I'm just replacing it with this. Let's see what I can get.
Okay, fine. My point is, we have already awarded contracts
Yeah.
to the wind farm people.
Don't say wind farm,
and
I'm already
to the
feeling
plastic
gassy.
plantation tree, which was
Yeah.
your idea, by the way. Those people
Right.
are on payroll,
Everything was
and
my
you won't
idea.
make a decision.
I don't care about the liberal
I can't-
agenda anymore. It's boring. Boring. I'm giving you a boring alert. You do it.
So, three really important things happen within this scene. Tony donates his entire modern art collection to the Boy Scouts of America. He receives an Iron Man poster in the illustrative style of Shepard Fairey's Obama Hope poster, and then he replaces the Barnett Newman painting on the wall with said poster. But what does it all mean? Modernism was the break from the bourgeois Victorian era that preceded it and was all about including the common person. A lot of big changes happened during this time, including women's suffrage, modern warfare, and the demand for movies. In fact, people still think that we're in the modern era because we refer to modern things as being new. We have the television show, for instance, Modern Family, which refers to the unconventional family of today versus the old-fashioned nuclear family of yesterday. However, that's wrong. Not the show, but the misuse of the word modern. Modern actually refers to everything that's before the mid-70s. In the art world, modernism actually ended with the destruction of Pruitt-Igoe, which was an urban housing project in St. Louis. Pruitt-Igoe was everything modern, but eventually became infamous for being segregated, impoverished, and of course with a high crime rate. Its destruction was completely ironic, and thus postmodernism was born, because postmodernism is the leading art movement for anything ironic. Anyways, let's get back to modernism and our analysis of Iron Man. In 1946, art critic Clement Greenberg wrote an influential article about Jackson Pollock which promoted abstract expressionism. Abstract expressionism wasn't all about throwing paint around on the canvas in a drug haze. It also included color field painting. Color field painting made color the subject of the work rather than just an object within the overall concept. Barnett Newman is one of those color field painters. Barnett Newman believed in the concept of art and life as permanent contradiction and taking life into art. He wrote, "Original man shouting his consonants did so in yells of awe and anger at his tragic state, at his own self-awareness, and at his own helplessness before the void. He was also concerned with raison d'être, or our reason to be, that the images we produce are capable of being self-evident with revelation." Tony is in a tragic state of self-revelation. He believes he's going to die. Barnett Newman's painting reveals too much of that contemplation, so he replaces it with the illustration of himself. He needs to be reminded of his own legacy. By donating his modern art collection, he's getting rid of the movement that ended literally in destruction. Do I even have time to talk about how Tony's dad is of the modern era? That by putting his illustration up, he's replacing his father? And good riddance, because Howard Stark is a piece of shit. However, that's an analysis for another day. That concludes the analysis of Iron Man 2. I hope you enjoyed yourself because I'm enjoying posting these videos. I make new videos every Thursday. So please subscribe, please tell your friends, and I will see you next week with an analysis of Supernatural and the misuse of fine arts in one of their episodes of season 4. So I will see you then. It should also be noted that I'm kind of a big nerd. For Iron Man, I own an arc reactor. This is the arc reactor from, never mind, I won't go into that. So, there, now you know.